in Murphytown, Abaco. I work at administrator's office in Marshall as a janitress, and I am very thankful to God for allowing me to see this day and this time, because had it not been for him, I don't know where I would have been. During Hurricane Dorian, well, I live right in the front home, which is my mother's home, and she passed, and I lived there, but the Hurricane Dorian destroyed it. We had to run out of the house and locate my brother's house, where we then had to move from there. And about 10 o'clock that night, we had to move and go to other places to try to see for shelter. Whereas it was me, it was my husband, and my 2 daughters. We had to go down at the end of Murphytown to try to get some place to stay for shelter. We stayed there until about 2 days. Afterwards, then we went to Nassau. Being in Nassau for a while, my daughter, she was a diabetic at that time. She was hospitalized a few times after the storm. She later then died like a year afterwards. And in the next 2 weeks, my husband passed. So I'm grateful to God because he's been very, very good to me. I stayed in Nassau for about a year. And then I came back here. Well, my daughter and we came back and we tried to get some place to stay. In which right now we are at the government complex by the trailer park. That's where we stay now. And a few days before, my sister-in-law and I, we walked through the store and we met a few persons that said that they were helping build a home for persons like myself. And the gentleman by the name of Mr. Ramin, he gave me the number. And he told me, he said, you could call this number, say, I think, we'll assist you in some which way. So we called. At least I didn't really follow up on it. My sister-in-law, Crystal Tinker, she followed up on it and she called and she said, my sister-in-law is really in need of a home. And I thank God because there were persons like you all, the ADRA, Bahamas Foundation, see it fit out of the few that you had on the list. You come and you support me with this home. I really, really, from the bottom of my heart, I give you thanks, give God thanks, because I don't know where I would have get a home. I didn't have the funds to build a house, but like the old people say, little is much when God is in it. And thank you all, and I really, really, I'm short on words because I really know what to say, but from the bottom of my heart, I say thank you. And like myself and other people, what you do this house, build house for, I know they would be grateful, because Hurricane Dorian really took a lot from us, and to know that I have a home that I can say it's my home, what was blessed to me by God-fearing people, by people that have love and care. And I once again, I would like to say thank you. And you continue doing what you're doing, I know it's hard sometimes because there's a lot of people you would like to help. And sometimes because of funds and other things that you can't help everybody. But I can say, thank God, I was one of that was chosen to get a home. Thank you again.